It was a dream, but now here we are. To God be the glory. Oasis Career Foundation is a legal registered non-governmental organization in Ghana that operates mostly in Doma East, Wenfie. Oasis Career Foundation is an all-volunteering career coaching, personal development, and youth empowerment program that offers an amalgam of programs and services for youth, especially students, like what we are yet to witness. Oasis Career Foundation aims to enhance the quality of life through career coaching programs, structured intervention, and advocacy programs that offers opportunities for students and youth development as we help them to explore and develop their God-given potentials. In collaboration with Oasis Multimedia and Oasis Online TV, we will scout and identify pupils with raw media and entertainment talent and groom them on a professional platform to harness the best out of them. We therefore commence this with an annual debate competition dubbed the Best Brains. The objective of the Best Brain Debate competition is to encourage and facilitate the establishment of Writers and Debaters Club among junior high schools across the district, possibly both private and public schools, as the relevance of Debaters Club is overwhelming. Our doors are opened for your support and collaboration, because I believe together we can make Doma East and its people better. This program will be streamed live on Oasis TV, on our YouTube and Facebook page. Oasis Career Foundation, creating a generation of goal achievers. Oasis Best Brains, every child is endowed. Thank you.
For bringing us such educative programs. Now, Oasis TV, our services are we bring you live streaming of programs. If you are not even around, we make weddings, naming ceremonies, funerals. Even if there are absence, you can bring to us, then we live stream everything for you. Then we also acknowledge the good efforts of Emmanuel Dansujan, the CEO. Steps and shall be brought to your doorsteps. It shall be brought to you, as we said, AA deliveries. You can as well also purchase any other item that you want to purchase for you. Just contact AA Delivery Services on 054 712 6696. And also, if you want to contact us on our we have 0551965509. AA Delivery Services. What they are saying is distance is not a barrier. Also, we have Word Global, Wenfie Elite for development, also having a program, God willing, tomorrow. And what they are saying is they have nothing but the best for the people of Wamfie. They are actually brightening the corner that they have. Yes, we also buy into your idea. God bless you, Word Global. Actually, we are calling on all and sundry, especially individuals or corporate bodies, to also support such a good cause, and so that we can be bringing you much more of these. So all said and done, then we start with our contest. This is the third contest. As I said, like, share, comment, social media people. If you are for light, let us know and see your comments. And also, if you are actually for Sabwill Educational Complex, Wamnafo, let us also see what you have for us. As I said, actually, just sponsor this program so that we can give you nothing but the best and much of this. We have something good to offer. Oasis Best Brains, we are saying every child is endowed, and our children really, they are endowed. Just support this program, either cash or kind, and actually we can bring you more of this. If you are ready, audience, teachers, and judges, we are moving straight to the beginning of the program. And as I said, my name is Teacher Kofi, affectionately called. Good morning to you. Welcome. So we will start straight by moving on to our judges, so that the judges will tell us actually what they want from you. So I'll move to Judge 1, actually what they are demanding from our students this morning. So I'll move to Gladys, yes, the women amongst them, to tell us what they have for us. Madam, good morning. What are you expecting from our students?
Good morning, students, and welcome to Oasis Best Brains. This morning, we are looking for so many things from you. There are so many aspects we want to judge you on, but I'll only tackle on three. I'll look out for confidence level, then dressing or dress code, then also look out for your fluency. At least when it comes to confidence, since it's a live program, we need you to be very confident in yourself. There is no need to rush. We are not rushing for anything. So you take time, you say whatever you want to tell us, and be vocal enough. At least your voice should be audible. We need to hear what you're saying. That is why there would not be, it would not be important, or it would be good for you to be rushing, since we want to hear exactly what you have to tell us. And with the dressing too, you can also be very confident in your dressing. So you need to be neatly dressed enough for us to know that, at least since you are about to do something that is a live program, confidence and in form of dressing is also very important. And fluency, as I've said, you need to be audible, you have to be vocal, your pronunciations and tonations will all be looked at. At least for these and other reasons, we will look out for, let's say, the confidence and fluency I have mentioned, and the dress code as well. So with this, at least we know that you are well prepared and poised for action. So good luck to both schools as we continue with the program. Thank you.
Good morning once again. Yeah, I also expect students to provide us with enough points of information. As my sister said, be fluent and also confident in your delivery. Provide physical materials to support your argument as well. And may the stronger argument wins the day. Thank you very much.
We also expect students to exhibit the needed and the required presentation skills. Your communication skills will be taken into consideration. How you communicate to us, your audience. How you express yourself when it is necessary. And the last thing we will look at is your rebuttal skills. How you counter the argument that your opponent have raised. So if you are able to counter argument and raise argument, that shows that you are matured and indeed you are a debater. So these are the main things that we'll be looking at. And all these have marks allocated to it, and you'll be scored with the marks that have been allocated to all the points that all the judges have listed above. So, my dear students, I'm expecting the best from you today. I know you have prepared adequately, and the best will surely come from you. Thank you.
Oasis Best Brains. Oasis Best Brains. And Oasis Best Brains. Yes, a battle of great minds. So this is about actually not to be killing people or to be seeing blood oozing from people. Actually, it is a battle of great minds. So if you have a mind, battle for us to see. So we actually starting the program by moving on to the principal speaker in favor of the motion we have this morning. Yes, but before we go, let me come here by moving to the judges once more to actually give us the rules of today, and we move on to the program. So the chief judge, what are the rules?
All right, my dear presenters and observers here, we have some few rules that we all need to be aware of. The first is the presenters. We are going to have 3 presenters from each school. The first speaker, the second supporting speaker, and then the summarizer. And the time allocated for each, the first speaker is going to work in the duration of 7 minutes. The second supporting speaker have 5 minutes, and then the summarizer will work in the duration of 3 minutes. So the timekeeper will ring the bell or will give you a signal when your time is up. And debaters have to stop when you have been given the signal. And I know you are going to work within time because you are time conscious. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you very much, Chief Judge, for your rules of the game. So now we have the rules. We are good to go. Oasis Career Foundations, as I said, actually making sure that we have such a wonderful program. So my people within the social media site, actually comment, share, just share for us so that others can also watch such a program and what our people, our students have for us here. Oasis Best Brains. Every child is endowed. We call on the principal speaker in favor of the motion from Sabwill Educational Complex. Please clap whilst he's coming. Mr. Shadrach is coming.
Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you are a leader, success is all about growing others. This is a quotation by Jack Welch. Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, noble teachers present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the motion before this august House states, and I quote, the development of a country to some extent depends on leadership, unquote. I, Peplaya Bua Shadrach, the proud principal speaker for Glade Sabwill Educational Complex, gratefully stand for the motion with all earnestness. To set the ball rolling, Mr. Chairman, permit me to explain some key terms in the motion to help aid our understanding. According to the 7th edition of the Cambridge International Dictionary of English, a country is a large group of people living in one area with their own government, language, traditions, etc. The 8th edition of the Advanced Learners Oxford Dictionary defines leadership as the people who lead a group, organization, country, etc. My opponents may come here and throw that into the eyes of the House that development lies on the shoulders of resolute individuals. Permit me to ask, Mr. Chairman, if a country is governed by an individual or a group of people called government, then can a country exist without leadership? Can a country strive without leadership? What can an individual do if not backed by leadership? My opponents should go back and do their charge very well before they come the next time, because leadership is the backbone of all the developed countries we admire. That is why leadership is the bane of Africa's development. To begin with, Mr. Chairman, leadership has the potential to promote growth in all sectors of the economy. Citizens pay taxes to leadership. However, it takes a conscious and a nationalist leader who knows how to use those monies collected to develop the country they govern. A mediocre leader may have all the monies at their disposal, but may not know what to do with the tax collected. Some of them spend the taxpayers' monies on frivolities. Africa is endowed with all the natural resources one could think of. The question is, why is Africa still where it is? The answer is as simple as ABC. Leadership. Ghana and Malaysia had independence in the same year. In fact, Honorable Chair, Ghana had her independence 5 months before Malaysia. So why is Ghana still stumbling and staggering in terms of development? It is obvious that the leadership in that country has managed the resources better than Ghana has done. Again, Rwanda is also another typical example. In 1994, Rwanda was nothing to write home about. Now, the narrative about Rwanda has changed all because of the quality leaders the country has. I have plethora of classical examples to give, but time will not permit. To add to the point already advanced, Mr. Chairman, leadership has to promote law and order in a country. When individuals step on the wrong side of the law, leadership identifies them and brings them before the law to be tried and prosecuted. In countries where leadership is up and doing, there is no respect of persons before the law. There is neither favoritism nor nepotism of any kind. People are equal before the law, and the law takes its course at all times. At such places, people become afraid to break the law with impunity. Leadership is up and doing. Another canker, eminent chair, that drains a country that has no proper leadership is bribery and corruption. Ghana, for example, loses a chunk of money through corruption. It takes a resolute leadership in fighting against this canker that has eaten deep into our coffers. If leadership begins to prosecute offenders, regardless of their party affiliation, it will serve as deterrent to others. Nonetheless, if it is the other way around, where leadership is the one driving the vehicle of corruption, what can the righteous do? So you see, development and leadership are inseparable. For instance, we all know the former Auditor General, Daniel Yaldom Livo, who was fighting against corruption, and how the whole thing got muddied. Because party people felt it was rather making the government unpopular. In addition, Mr. Chairman, it is through leadership that the spirit of patriotism is awakened in citizenry. A country that has patriotic leaders and patriotic citizens will definitely develop. Nationalists are ready to bring their expertise and resources on board. An ideal example is the United States of America. Leadership has tried over the years to instill in the Americans patriotism. Every American knows the American dream, and because of this, they put the interest of America first. Thus, Americans are ready to sacrifice to make sure that America develops. This boils down to leadership. Money or resources is not all there is. Another example is China. China has been able to conscientize its citizens to be patriotic, and that has been the game changer. China is now synonymous to development, creativity, and innovation. The citizens bring their expertise to develop the country, and this is done through leadership. Today, China is benefiting greatly from agriculture. They don't have arable lands. Mr. Chairman, that is leadership at its best. Thus, one cannot underrate the vital role leadership plays in the development of a country. In summary, Mr. Chairman, leadership plays the following roles in the development of a country. 1. It helps to grow the sectors of the economy. 2. Leadership helps to promote law and order. 3. Leadership helps to control bribery and corruption, thereby cutting losses. And 4. Leadership sparks the spirit of unity of purpose and patriotism among citizens. Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, hardworking teachers, co-debaters, fellow students present, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, it is obvious that leadership and development cannot be decoupled because development depends solely on leadership. To this end, Mr. Chairman, I strongly believe that the whole House and even my opponents will join me sing hallelujah to the motion that development of a country to some extent depends on leadership. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shadrach. Oasis best brains. And Oasis best brains. And Oasis best brains. Yes, a battle of great minds indeed. And we are raising the standards in Doma East here. Actually, we are brightening the corner where we have splendid performance from the first person, the first speaker from Sabwill Educational Complex. But before we move on, let's read some few comments on social media from Sir Rich. Yes, he's saying all the best, Sabwill. Actually, he's going to say all the best to Sabwill. And that of from Boy, that is Darling Boy, Wemfie, is saying light all the way. Good morning. And also from our CEO, he's saying intellectuals being displayed here. Yes, we have Obapa. Good luck to Sabwill Educational Complex. And we have more and more content. But I'll get time and read all those things. Social media, please share, and comment. And also like on our pages that we have. If it is Twitter, Oasis TV GH, and if Instagram as well, Oasis TV GH, Facebook, Oasis TV. And we are bringing you nothing but the best. Wonderful performance from our first speaker. Oasis Career Foundations, God bless you for bringing us this program. Now we move on to our second speaker. That will be the principal speaker in favor of, it will be the principal speaker against the motion this time round from Light Preparatory School. Please slap your hands while she is coming.
Mr. Chairman, Nananom, Honorable Member of Parliament, our able District Chief Executive, distinguished judges, hardworking accurate timekeeper, fellow students, invited guests, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. I am in the person of Anima Precious Yabua, a proud student of Light International School and a Form 3 student. I am before you at this hour of the day as the principal speaker against the motion. Quote, the development of the country to some extent depends on the leadership. Unquote. Mr. Chairman, before I proceed to argue my case out, I would like to explain vividly some relevant terms in the motion. The Cambridge English Dictionary defines development as the action of someone or something, changing and becoming better, whilst leadership also refers to the job of being in control of a group, country, or situation. Again, Mr. Chairman, according to the Macmillan English Dictionary, development is the social, economic, political, and cultural transformation that allows people to achieve their human potential. So, I am very surprised some group of people with sound minds are saying it depends on the leadership. I mean, how? Mr. Chairman, I would want to talk about the innumerable raw materials Ghana is blessed with. Our God-fearing leaders take proper measures to be able to extract some minerals like gold by engaging people and companies like Goldfield Mining Company who have recorded the knowledge for extracting minerals and still keeping land safe and fertile. These leaders use these monies in developing the country, but are later chased out by some so-called good citizens. These so-called good citizens take to the mineral sites their tools to make the land dry, destroy the lands and misusing funds that could have been used for development, and ignorantly later talk about development. Mr. Chairman, can we say it is solely the fault of the leaders, while their little work are destroyed by the majority who could have helped him do more? Mr. Chairman, I think we can all attest to it that the development of a country is not the work of one, but all. Mr. Chairman, my opponent did say it is solely the work of the leadership. I also want to ask them, is it solely the work of the citizens to get the gutters, their homes and environment with dirt? The government constructs gutters, places dustbins at vantage points, employ people to keep our environment clean. When the gutters are choked and the dustbin full with our dirt, we look on expecting someone to come clear that. When it rains and our homes are flooded, forgetting that if we had helped to clear them, we would have been safe. If we had had the sense of development, we would have distilled the gutters and not wait till we get flooded. This goes on to speak volumes that the development of a country is the collective effort, but not a one-man show. Mr. Chairman, even animals understand the sense of working together to changing things and becoming better. That is why ants are mostly found together, because they believe together they can build to cause a change. Just as the proverb says, no one, no one hand can cover the eye of God, but to support each another as a unit and apportion blames. Who is a good leader without a patriotic citizen? He can work his heart out to bring development. But if the people do not support to do their portion of development, it will be like pouring water on stones. Mr. Chairman, the attitude of Ghanaian people towards work are the measure that causes impedance of development in Ghana. Leaders make sure there are avenues and interventions for employment among people. But how many people are able to make good use of this? Attitudes like lateness to work, leaving work before time, using working hours for betting, and social media interactions are some bad attitudes that reduces development in Ghana. In the nutshell, Mr. Chairman, my opponents should not forget that the development of a country is a collective effort for everybody in the country, but not some selected group of people. Just as the popular proverb says, together we build, divided we fall. Mr. Chairman, distinguished judges, accurate timekeeper, ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely believe my well-informed submission has paralyzed my opponents and has convinced each and every one of you here, and as such will allege me the winner of this competition. Thank you.
Thank you very much also for your submission. Actually, it is heard clearly. Now we move on to my sponsors. In fact, they've made it so to this program, AA Delivery Services. As I said, it is here in Wemfie just to help you. We are running errands for you. No problems. Just call a lines and then we bring to your doorsteps whatever that you want us to bring to you. We can also purchase the item for you as well. Just contact us on 0547 126696 and on WhatsApp 055 19655009, and also to our CEO Emmanuel Dansu Jan of Oasis Career Foundations and Oasis Multimedia for his good efforts. Thank you very much for bringing us Oasis Best Brains. We are so on it. And also our social media people, what we are only seeking from you is that you help to share, comment, like, and also individuals or corporate bodies can also help us to sponsor such a program, for the future of our children is really bright. Actually, you can see people debating from all sort of angles. Yes, we do have the materials. That is why we are saying every child is endowed indeed. So we are heading towards straight to our supporting speakers. What do they have to say in support of what our principal speakers gave earlier on? Without much ado, I will move straight to the first supporting speaker in favor of the motion from Sabwill Educational Complex. Please clap while she's mounting the podium.
Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. By Winston Churchill. Honorable Chair, panel of judges, owned by Panel of judges, unbiased timekeeper, invited guests, hardworking teachers present, my fellow debaters, colleague students present, all protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, I respond to the name Techua Benedict Abodi, a proud pupil of Great Sabwill Educational Complex and a vehement supporter of the motion before the House. And I quote, the development of a country to some extent depends on leadership. Unquote. The chair, I must greatly commend the organizer for settling such a brilliant proposition. In fact, there couldn't be a better topic for discussion than this one, looking at the situation our dear country is in at the moment. Before I come to my delivery, Honorable Chair, permit me to draw the attention of my colleagues on the other side to few things they seem to miss. My opponent just said that development comes from citizenry and not from leadership. Well, may I tell them that citizens follow the vision of a leader. That is why when the leaders fail, the whole nation crumbles. Distinguished Chair, indeed, not even one of us here can boldly and objectively debate the fact that leadership plays a vital role in the total development of a country. Talk of Malaysia, China, the United States of America, Germany, Japan, the United Kingdom, or even Rwanda, just to mention a few. Which of these countries has become what it is today without the signature of good leadership? Well, one may argue that these countries are far away from us, and one cannot ascertain the veracity of their having good leadership. In that case, Honorable Chair, let me bring you to Ghana here and show you a classical examples of leadership that brought about great development, which we still talk about today. Most of us did not come to meet Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, but we have read about his great achievements in books as a result of good leadership. The Akosombo Dam, Tema Motorway, Tema Oil Refinery, Tema Harbour, among others across the length and breadth of the country, are examples of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's leadership. Mr. Chairman, show me countries where citizens who break the law are located, arrested and prosecuted, notwithstanding their status in the society. And I will show you a country with good leadership. Show me any countries where citizens find it very difficult to drop refuse on the ground. And I will show you countries whose leaders have managed to orient their citizens on the values of good sanitation and hygiene. What then shows that development does not depend on leadership? Honorable Chair, leadership is about good management of resources, both natural and human. Today, China is regarded the world over as an economic giant because the leaders have been able to manage their resources well. The Chair, according to an article entitled, and I quote, The Future of Development, Lessons from China's Success and Failure, unquote, by Wan Shantadevajan Disanyak on August 26, 2021. China's success is between 1997 and 2018. This is all because the country's leadership decided to put in place workable policy to grow the economy of China. Today, China's economy and poverty alleviation programs have been so dramatic that many countries and development economists turn to China on the idea on how to reduce poverty. Mr. Chairman, that is leadership bringing development. Again, Honorable Chair, leadership is about vision. We can cite examples of visionary leaders of Malaysia, South Korea, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Rwanda, Seychelles, Singapore, just to mention a few. Through their remarkable visions have made their countries. Today, we travel to this part of the world for tourism, holidays, honeymoon, job, among others. If a development of a country does not depend on leadership, Mr. Chairman, then what does? Honorable Chairperson, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, diligent teachers present, co-debaters, all protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to conclude by saying that yes, the development of a country to some extent depends on leadership. All I want to say is the leadership of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Xi Jinping of China, Mahatma Mohamad of Malaysia, Paul Kagame of Rwanda, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum of Dubai, among others, are the fact that the development of a country to some extent depends on leadership. Again, through the proper management skills and good vision of these leaders, they have been able to transform their countries to what they are today. As I draw the curtains of my delivery down, I am proud to say that I feel overwhelmed seeing the frustrations of the faces of my opponents and smiles on the lips of all and sundry present in this august house. Indeed, eminent chair, leadership, the development of a country to some extent depends on leadership. Thank you.
Continue to clap. Oasis Best Brains. Every child is endowed. Our speakers, actually, they are also endowed. Congrats, wonderful performances so far. On and on and on. We are on the move. Yes, we are bringing you nothing but the best. This is the contest between Sabwill Educational Complex and that of Light Preparatory. So just like, share, and comment, as I said earlier on, so we know what actually it is happening in this program. This is the third contest. Right from here, we had the fourth contest, Divine Standard, and that of Freeman Methodist Wemfie coming live. So just stay glued, be in us, don't go, and watch all these programs that we have for you. We have nothing but the best, as I said, not forgetting Word Global and their programs that they are having, God willing, tomorrow. That is when Fear Elite for Development. Actually, if you are seeking development, we are with you. God bless you for such an initiative. God willing, it is happening live in our studios. We are hosting them early in the morning as they have their programs. They tell us what they have for us. And also A&A, I have been pronouncing since morning delivery. It is another way of services that we are giving to Wemfie and its environs. In fact, wherever you find yourself, we can bring to you whatever things that you ordered. Even though if you need us to buy them for you, we can as well and do it for you. AA delivery services. Yes, actually, you are showing us online issues and you are telling us that actually we have advanced as a country and on. I have been giving the numbers and it is still hitting your screens. Pick the numbers, call AA delivery services, and everything shall be delivered at your doorsteps. Oasis TV and multimedia as well. We also can come for your programs and also live streaming all programs that you want us to. In your absence, you can call us to also move to programs like wedding ceremonies, funerals. We shall telecast them live for your view as well. Just be with Oasis TV. You can also contact us with our numbers and our social media handles as you are seeing now. So we are moving on to the first supporting speakers against emotion, also from Light Education. I beg your pardon, it is Light Preparatory. Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ajay Philippa, a proud student of Light Preparatory School and a supporting speaker against the motion. I quote, "The development of a country to some extent depends on a leadership." And unquote. Mr. Chairman, since my principal speaker has done justice to the motion by explaining clearly to the understanding of all the House, I will therefore proceed and make my case. Mr. Chairman, a development is a collective responsibility. Therefore, I do not get why one could conclude by saying our leaders are solely responsible for our development. I'm not in any way defending the woes and irresponsibilities of our leaders not being able to do as expected of them. But as the saying goes in Akan, I quote, "Obakufo nsa ntumi nkata onyankopon ani." And unquote, meaning one or entity cannot do it all, but together we can, as phrased it by my principal. Mr. Chairman, I know my opponent may say our leaders are in charge of the resources of the country and such must be in better positions to distribute it evenly through the country. Mr. Chairman, if even they are not able to do so, how far we the citizens of this country been able to protect and manage the little that has been given? We live in a country where no one cares about government properties, all because they are state-owned. But until we do it, protect and manage the little facilities we have in our various societies and make good use of them, we will continue to blame our leaders. Mr. Chairman, I know my opponent who is out of ignorance may say our leaders drain the public purse through bribery and corruption. May I ask my opponent, is it our leaders who stand by the roadside to take money from drivers? Oh, is it our leaders who take money from people before they are recruited into the security services and other institutions? We were in this country when BBC Africa Eye on November 27, 2019 reported how some lecturers exchanged sex with students for grades in the University of Ghana. It even stated that some lecturers take money from students before grading them. Bribery and corruption are found in all aspects of our daily life. Why then do we blame only one entity? As the saying goes, I quote, charity begins at home, and unquote, if as individuals we desist from our bad doing, it will serve as a mechanism to monitor our leaders, and by so doing, they can be held for their actions. Mr. Chairman, one thing which is causing our development as people is how people are dealt when they go contrary to the rules and regulations of this country. Instead of allowing the law to take its course on the victims, we end up defending them because of the alliances between both two parties. Cases which would have sorted out at the law court is dubiously solved in the home. How can people not continue to break the laws of our land? Must our leaders be blamed for this? Persistently with this? How do we develop? Mr. Chairman, I hear people say our leaders should face the country. What about if the country is fixed and our attitudes are not fixed? We must first fix our homes, societies, and extend it to the country as a whole. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, we a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. Together we can. Together we build a new nation with different ideologies. Why then blame a single person for our woes? I can see my opponents nodding heads together as a signal in agreement with me having the friend. Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe you all agree with me that our leaders are not the only machines of our development and will therefore crown as the winner for this contest. Thank you.
Oasis best brains. And Oasis best brains. And Oasis best brains. Yes, a battle of great minds indeed. On and on, we are moving forward. As I said, the third contest. So actually we are still moving on so that we have our fourth contest this morning. So quickly, I wouldn't talk much this time around. So we move to the summaries of this debate program between Light and Sabwill Educational Complex. So let's move on to the summarizers in favor and against the motion. So first of all, I'll move to the summarizer in favor of the motion from Sabwill Educational Complex.
Not the cry, but the flight of a wild duck. Leads the flock to flow, fly and follow, a Chinese proverb. The chair, eminent members of the jury, accurate timekeeper, good listening audience, all protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, the assignment for me this afternoon is to recapitulate the salient facts of the motion before the August House. And I quote, the development of a country to some extent depends on leadership, unquote. I go by the name Wahima Luisti. Without further ado, I would urge all and sundry toward the spectacles of a good judgment. Stay glued to their seats and grab the nitty-gritty of everything my colleagues and I wish to put across this afternoon. Lovely audience, the development of a country to some extent depends on leadership because 1. Leadership helps to grow the sectors of the economy by implementing good trade and poverty alleviation policies. 2. Leadership helps to control bribery and corruption by instituting good policies and punishing unscrupulous individuals without fear, favor, or nepotism. 3. Leadership helps to promote law and order, where citizens are guided by morality of sense and nationalism. and where the law is no respecter of person. 4. Leadership sparks the spirit of unity of purpose and patriotism among citizens. 6. Leadership involves proper management of resources, natural resources, human resources. Countries like China, Malaysia, the United States, the United Kingdom, Dubai, Germany, Rwanda, and the others are where they are today because the leaders are good managers. 5. 6. Leadership involves vision and planning. These successful countries have visionary leaders who plan where to achieve developmental goals. 7. Leaders like Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Xi Jinping, Paul Kagame, Mahathir Mohamad, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Maktoum, and their lives have proven that good leadership helps in the development of a country. Eminent Chair, unbiased panel of judges, noble knights of the chalk, distinguished guests, my wonderful but defeated co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen, I am greatly overwhelmed by the support of all and sundry, which is confirmation of the fact that the development of a country to some extent depends on leadership. Thank you.
Thank you to my dear for a wonderful performance. Now, the summarizer against the motion. Continue to clap while the person.
Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, invited guests, co-debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, I am Adupo Kumiriam, the summarizer against the motion, and I quote, the development of a country to some extent depends on the legislative, and below are the listed points. To start with, we talk about the countless education policies introduced by our leaders to be enjoyed by children, but are not put to use because of the lack of parental care. Secondly, we also talk about the citizens who indulge in illegal mining, popularly known as galamsey, despite the right measures by our leaders also impedes development. Furthermore, we made it clear that citizens' poor attitude towards personal hygiene, like not distilling choke gutters, which leads to flooding when it rains, also break development. Again, the greater lack of patriotism of the people in the country is also a threat to development, despite our hard-working leaders. We did mention that the poor attitude of Ghanaians towards work is a major cause that slows development as well. We did mention that the lack of love to protect the state's own properties also makes it difficult to develop as a country. Mr. Chairman, bribery and corruption by citizens have been one of the problems that puts the development of the country on its knees. In addition, the lack of respect for rules and regulations governing for our land is another factor that slows development. Mr. Chairman, in the nutshell, facing our attitude as citizens instead of blaming our leaders would help bring development. It is on this we stand to be adjudged winners. Thank you.
Oasis best brains. And Oasis best brains. And Oasis best brains. A battle of great minds indeed. All said and done, we are done for the third contest between Sabwill Educational Complex and that of Light Preparatory. Well done for a massive performance this morning. So actually we are waiting on the judges as they combine all points. Then we come out with the winners of today's program. But I'll actually move to have some few with my sponsorship. Yes, actually with the CEO, Emmanuel Dansujan, God bless you for your sponsorship. Since day one, you've been with us. God bless you. And also from AA Delivery Services in Wemfie, we actually deliver whatever you think that you've ordered, you cannot go for. We can bring to you at your doorsteps. What we are saying is distance shouldn't be a barrier. Yes, actually. And that of Word Global is also having their program, God willing, tomorrow. Word Global is Wemfie Elite for Development. Actually, if we are for development, we are also with them and Ghana as a whole. God bless you for your good efforts. We are also calling on individuals and corporate bodies to also support such a good cause, so that always we can be bringing you much more of this program. Actually, we'll be fortified if you support either in cash or kind. What actually do you give to winners? We accept. So we are waiting for you. Social media. You can also
like, share, and comment on our programs as we have for you today. So we are waiting on the judges as they are collating the results for Sabwill Educational Complex and that of Light as well. Now, this is the third contest, as we said. So we have the fourth contest coming on your way, and it is going to be divine. It is going to be divine, preparatory, and that of Freeman Methodist will fear as well. This is Oasis TV, and what we are saying is Oasis Best Brains, every child actually is endowed. Oasis Best Brains, we are raising the standards of education, and Oasis Best Brains, this is about indeed but the battle of great minds. We are actually trying to brighten the corner where we have the East, to be precise. So we have the materials, we have the students, actually they can perform. Our judges are here. We have the presence of our chairperson also. So quickly, we are waiting on the judges as they collate their results and bring to us live. Before we bring to you the chairperson, as he is here, to also say a word, one or two, I will gladly give thanks to Oasis Career Foundations, as I've been saying this morning, for their good efforts for bringing us such a program, and also Oasis TV and multimedia, the production team, and that of the organizers, our crew, for what you have done. And also, our services are, we can bring to you live streaming of all programs that you want us to. Just call us, contact us that you have a program, either being a funeral, either being a wedding ceremony or naming ceremony. We are actually going to be your aid, telecast everything live for you, wherever you find yourself, so that you watch it live. In fact, the world indeed is becoming a global village as well. Oasis TV Online is one, bringing the word closer to you. So straight, we move to our chair person and welcome him to the program. Chair has been here since, and now we are ending the third contest with the two schools. So a word from our chairperson, then we move on to listen to our results. Chairman, you're welcome. Yes, any one word from you to our people and the wonderful performances they just put to us, then we can come out with the results. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. But I'm excited about this program. I actually had another equally important assignment. When I had it on, I have nothing to suspend that particular assignment to join you. I heard of you last week, and I also follow you on Facebook, and I was so excited. It's a good initiative, and I think all of us should join hands in promoting this particular thing, because the purpose of bringing our future leaders together, I think, is on course. The organizers have done so well, judges, students, everybody. What I want to end up by saying is that it is not where you are that makes you a future leader, but it is rather what you are. I want to repeat it. It is not where you are that makes you a leader, but it is actually what you are. You have so much in you. I can see some of our future leaders. I can see professors in you. I can see reverend ministers in you. I can even see president in you. So as you go back, don't go and rest and rust. Rather, go and put in much effort and see yourself as capable future leaders who will push the generation to the next level. On this note, I say a very big thank you for making this particular thing a success.
But when I came to meet all of you seated, I was so excited. Ms. MC, thank you so much.
Thank you, the chair, for your delivery. We appreciate out of your busy schedules, you still made it to the program. God richly bless you. Before we get to the judges, let me read some few comments from our social media handles and what they have for us. This is from Amanda Yeboah. Super performance from Light. Vimde Papa. And this is also from Ohima Case. That is all the way, guys. Light, you do all. Also from Seri, as usual, is saying that no challenger for Sabwill Educational Complex. We know Nanaya Ensu Jiabo. Good job, guys. Yes, from Mr. Samuel Nate, he's saying, yes, that's great, Sabwill, for you. And then Obapa is saying, never give up, Light. So we have Light, and then we have that of Sabwill. So actually, who wins the context is what we are waiting for. So the judges, if you are ready, I'll be coming to you live. But before we come to the judges, any other comments you want to give so that the judges will come out with their results? One more thing before your comments. Teachers, this is not about you. This is about the children and their interest. It is never about your interest. It is about them. So in whatever way, we also take into consideration the interest of our pupils. Sure. It is not about winning, as I said initially. It is about performances. You've performed to the task. Yes, you've done well. You've proven yourself to the entire world, Ghana as a whole, that when you are given the platform, you can. And actually, you've nailed it. Congrats to all participants. Clap for them. They've done well. I mean that of Sabwill and that of Light Preparatory. So, students and teachers, any other comments? At least you can be thanking us for a wonderful program. Yes, whatever that you have. We have just a minute for that because we are waiting for the third contest. From Mr. Samuel Nate from Sabwill Educational Complex, we are listening to his comments. Clap.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Thank you very much, organizers, Mr. Chairman, and our wonderful panel, everybody that has helped to make this program a wonderful one. My colleague teachers, I say thank you. And then our wonderful students, you have indeed done very well. This might be the beginning, but it's actually not the end for you. You are preparing to go to the secondary school. And this is done to the highest level at the secondary school and even at the university. So please, don't give up. Don't give up. Try your best. Continue no matter what happens. Whenever you are called upon by the school or any organization to do things like that, do your best. Give yourself up. You don't know where it will take you, and God will really bless you. Well done. Kudos.
Yes, well done. Kudos from Mr. Samuel Nate from Sabwill Educational Complex. What other comments that you have on this program? Everything is welcomed. Do I come to you? Yes, from one of our speakers.
Please, first of all, I will give thanks to the Almighty God for how far He has brought us. In fact, God has done very, very well in our lives. And I would also like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you here. Please, thank you for supporting with your strength and everything. May God bless you all for, supporting and bringing us this far. Thank you very much. Oh, and again, I would like to thank Oasis TV. May God bless them for this TV program for children. Thank you.
God bless Oasis TV GH for such a program. There is more coming on your way. The only thing that we are expecting you is always prepared, and we bring you nothing but the best. Yes, actually, we have the chair as he addressed the entire house, Mr. Upon Yao. He is the basis and second cycle school coordinator for Doma East District. He is in our midst, chairing and steering the affairs of the entire program. So on the comment section, one more, then we move to listen to the judges. Yes, any student from Sabwill. Now we have one from Light, commending the good efforts of Oasis TVGH. What do you think of this program? Is it the best? Do we continue with such a program, or do we stop somewhere along the line? Yes, coming to you. Anyone at all from Sabwill? Yes, that can also commend the good efforts. Yes, who is coming? How do you see the entire program? Yes, people of the social media, I would also urge you all and Sandri to be commenting on the program and how you see such a program. See that these are the things we are looking forward to listening to you. Just comment, share for us so that we know we are doing a great job. As I said, we'll be fortified by your efforts, by sending and then also commenting on whatever we have. You can also support in diverse ways, either cash or kind. It is welcomed so that we can continue bringing to you nothing but the best and such programs day in, day out. As I said, from here, we move to our quizzes. Will be indoor games. We have draft, we have Owari, we have Ludo. It is still going to be the same arena here. We have students performing to the best educative programs and entertainment as well. Oasis Career Foundations in collaboration with Oasis TV. We are bringing to you much more of this. So comment, share, let us know if this program is welcomed. We are going to give you nothing but the best. So few comments from them, then we move to the judges. Any last comment from a student, from a teacher? Anyone? Okay. Then we are done. So we will move to the judges and they are going to pronounce to you the judgment. But actually, what they found or they realized first before the judgment comes. So the female amongst today, Madam Gladys, please slap this time your hands. Slap your hands whilst we are giving the microphone. So slap your two hands whilst we are giving the microphone to Madam Gladys Yaboa, a judge.
All right. Thank you very much, and congratulations to both schools. You've all done well. Those things that I asked earlier to look out for, I have seen them: fluency, confidence, dressing. You all did well on that aspect. My only problem is that some of you were just using your back for the camera. I think that is what I found, and it didn't augur well. At least that's what I'll say for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Also, what I observe is that most of the very well, especially most of you were a good master of a topic, and also the confidence level was very high. Again, when it comes to fluency, most of you did very well. A few things that didn't go well was that with the pronunciation, most of you were pronouncing some words wrongly. And also, I would advise most of you to relax in your delivery. And also try to maintain eye contact with the audience as well, so as to catch their interest. In debate, definitely there will be a winner. Let's take note of that. And any result that comes out is an opportunity for you, the speakers, to learn new things. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Oasis best brains. Oasis best brains.
Raising the standard.
Oasis best brains.
Battle of great minds.
Indeed, it is a battle of great minds, and what we expected from our students, we have really seen it. Our viewers on the social media handles can attest to that. That today's presentation is exceptional. And congratulations to all the schools. That's Light and Sabwill Educational Complex. In fact, the tutors, you have really done well. Your script is rich. There is enough knowledge and wisdom in your scripts. But as my colleague said, definitely there must be a winner. And the winner is the best side for today. But it doesn't mean the loser today is not. But out of the best, we must get the best. Okay. So there are a few comments I noticed, and I would like the various schools to take into consideration. The first point I noted from Sabwill, your presentation, you quoted from the dictionary, but there was no evidence to show. So we needed to see that evidence. But aside that, all your quotes had a supporting document to show. And indeed, you have really done well. And like to Oh, yes, Sabwill again, we're expecting to have your scripts here so that we can follow your presentation, whether you are inconsistent, but it was not delivered. It was delivered after your entire presentation. And that is also something we need to take into consideration. With Light, well, we have all done well, but Light, we needed a lot of evidence from you. You quoted Yeah, though you quoted Cambridge and you brought us an evidence, there was another quote that you didn't submit the evidence. I've forgotten of the quote. But you did a lot of quotes that we needed a supporting document to attest to that fact. So in your next context, that is if you get opportunity to move to the semifinals, make sure that the schools here, whatever quote you present in your delivery or your presentation, you should have a supporting document to it. And that is what we do in academia. But notwithstanding that, today's presentation is one of the best. Can we give it to the students? Today, I realized that most of the students were relaxed, comparing it to last week, and their presentation was superb. But as I said, there will always be a winner. So this is how the judgment goes. The three judges here score each student independently. And at the end of every presentation, the student is supposed to, or the entire team is supposed to get a total mark of 125. So with the marks that we collated from the various judges, that's my judge 1 and 2, Oasis best brains.
Every child is endowed.
The first school came up with, we converted it into percentage. The first school came up with 81% out of the 100% score. The second school came up with 78.8%. It tells you that the competition is very, very close. It is only some few tactics that, and I was surprised to see that all the judges allocated a higher mark to the winning school. So it means that all of us observe from the same angle. So thank you very much, Light Preparatory School, for winning this contest between Sabwill Educational Complex and Light. Sabwill, thank you very much for coming for the contest. In fact, you have really done well. But the fact is that there is always the best out of the best. Go and prepare better and come back later to win the contest. Light, we are going to have our next semifinals, and that will be on a different motion. Before we end the program, the date will be announced and the motion will be announced. So with all due respect, we encourage you to prepare and come back better than today. Thank you very much, and we are grateful for your presence. Thank you.
Oasis best brains. Every child is endowed. 8178. Very close. Very, very close. 0.8. So actually 8179. Just 2 points. So congrats, Light. If you have your anthem, let's listen.
We are Light International School. We never unfold in discipline when we are learning or playing. Our God above is our only hope. We believe in justice and peace. We believe in inequalities. Our lives, our hopes, our future all lies in the hands of God Mighty. We believe in justice and peace. We believe in inequalities. Our lives, our hopes, our future all lies in the hands of God Mighty.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, clap for them. They've done well. So all said and done, very close contest, but Light Preparatory merge winners for third contest or edition of the program. God bless you. Well done. We shall go for comments from the comment section and what they have done, but not to remind you that we thank the Assembly, Doma East District Assembly, for giving us this auditorium to host such a program. As I said, we have much for you. Today it is debate. Next time it is going to be a quiz. Another time indoor games, all trying to promote education within Doma East District and Ghana as a whole. So we have now 3 winners. We have that of Light. Yes, emerging winners for this third contest. In the first contest, we also had Hope Preparatory School emerging winners and that of Holiness as the first within that contest. So we have Light, Hope, Holiness. We are waiting for Divine and that of Freeman Methodist Wemfie to see the winners that join the 3, making 4, so that we move on to the semi-finals. As we said, we announce another motion for the semi-final contest at the scams. From here, we are having pictures with our competitors, our participants, the audience as a whole, with the entire crew. Then the next program continues. All the best, but we have certificates for Sabwill Educational Complex and then the participants. So without much ado, I shall call on Madam Gladys to hand over the first certificate to a pupil of Sabwill Educational Complex, Boima Louisti. Boima, please come. So we hand over the certificates. Do clap. She has done well. She has actually done well. Hang it on the walls in the rooms to tell that indeed you battled. And it's a battle of great minds. You've done well, Louisti. Oh, clap once more. Yes, Chief Judge comes in, and our chairperson will be the final one to do presentation. Techiwa Benedicta Bodi. Yes. Oh, clap. Then we have our chairperson presenting to the male among the female, Pepra Yeboah Shadrach, the certificate of honor. Oasis Best Brains. Yes, this is actually the mood when you have debate competitions. You actually have winners, and then you have others that they are beating just by 2 points. Actually, very sad, but let's prepare for the next context. Actually, wherever we are, just being able to be amongst the schools, as we are mentioning, is even a privilege. Within the schools in Doma, this is a maiden edition or the first contest of our debate competition. So the schools that we are hosting, if you are privileged to be part, then indeed it is a privilege to be part. Now, the third contest, we have Sabwill Educational Complex and that of Light Preparatory, with Light Preparatory emerging winners of today's wonderful program. Thank you very much for watching, but stay glued because we are coming to you within a few seconds to listen to the next school, Divine and that of Freeman Methodist. God bless you. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, all and sundry. We move downstairs to have our pictures, then we say bye-bye. Thank you.